launch team wishes you good luck and Godspeed.
Space Monkeys blasting off at last with Sota Watanabe in the flesh. A lot going on with Astar and Japan, and I'm just can't wait to get into it. Sota, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. So I have been following your activity, and I'm really excited to be here today.
Oh, well, it's an honor for us to have you here. You have been part of the ecosystem from the very beginning. Last time you were on the show, you're talking about how, you were talking with Gavin Wood at one of the earliest conferences.
Yeah.
I just want to get your opinion on kind of the state of the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystem right now, where it is technology-wise, marketing-wise.
Yeah, I joined the Polkadot ecosystem back in 2019.
Yeah.
So I have been working for Polkadot for more than 3 or 4 years right now. And at that time, Polkadot was very small. So it was very easy for me to interact with core member at Parity, core member at Web3 Foundation. And then we started making ASTR, the smart contract hub on Polkadot.
Yeah.
Because Polkadot consists of relay chain and parachain, and the relay chain does not support smart contract. So relay chain itself, cannot support dApps. Because relay chain is simply focusing on security and messaging passing between parachain. So we started making smart contract parachain, I think from 2020. And we became a parachain in 2022, this year, January.
Yep.
So our ecosystem is getting bigger and bigger. We have more than 70 dApps, either DeFi or NFT.
Yeah.
And even our ecosystem is getting bigger. And I think smart contract parachains are leading the market in terms of the adoption.
Yep.
The reason is very simple. Deploying smart contract is much easier and simple than making a parachain.
Yeah.
So making parachain from scratch take a time and money because they have to be a parachain and to win the auction, right? In coming months, a lot of the new people deploy dApps instead of making a parachain from scratch because it is bear market. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
But another problem comes in. So 100% of the dApps, either on Moonbeam or Astar, are EVM, Ethereum virtual machine based.
Yep.
So in this sense, we are reproducing something which Ethereum can do. So many people just copy and paste Uniswap code or make a DAO or maybe Compound and deploy on Moonbeam or deploy on Astar. This is not unique, right? So we have to make something unique which only Polkadot can realize. And this is where WebAssembly and XMP comes in. So our strategy in the Polkadot ecosystem is to focus on WebAssembly and XMP. But WebAssembly takes time. So having two virtual machines, EVM and WebAssembly at the same time and make them interactive is pretty important for the short-term mass adoption.
Okay, so you guys have been making a lot of progress on WebAssembly. I saw, was it like Uniswap? Like you cloned Uniswap into WASM? That was just a proof of concept, right? You're not deploying it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you also have another DeFi project that just deployed on with WASM, right? Who was that?
So we already supported WebAssembly. I mean, contract palette made by Parity on Shiden.
Yep.
So anyone can deploy WebAssembly smart contract right now. So we have already created Uniswap written in Ink. Ink is a smart contract language for WebAssembly.
Yeah.
So we have 2 WebAssembly decks right now. And our team is making a lending use case written in Ink, and which will be deployed on WebAssembly environment on Shiden. And I think we can support WebAssembly on Astar in Q1 next year. And the problem right now is when it comes to EVM, and we can see a lot of the great example, right? We can see great achievements like Uniswap, Compound, MakerDAO. And people can easily copy and paste, fork. But right now, the problem of Ink is lack of the templates, right? So they have to create from scratch by using Ink. And it is not audited. So I'm creating the Bounty proposal and talking with Parity Technologies to start a Ink project together with the Parity and the other ecosystem members. The purpose is to make templates, ink templates, which everyone can use.
Amazing. Are you looking for treasury funding for this project?
Yeah, I'm talking with the party, and I think I can submit the bounty proposal end of the November.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll definitely follow that on our governance show as well.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Cool. I wanted to ask you, what do you think about a WASM in other places in the ecosystem? Like we have, I don't think they've done it yet, but Composable's interested in Cosm WASM.
Yeah.
Gear is deploying a version of WASM as well.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about the wider WASM ecosystem developing in Polkadot?
Yeah. First of all, I think competition is pretty much necessary.
Right.
And the competition make the pie bigger.
Yeah.
Right. So right now, if Astar is the only one WebAssembly chain, probably it is really hard for us to lead the market.
Yeah.
But if we have a lot of the competitors, it's good for Polkadot. And also right now, I think Polkadot is even very small to compete each other.
Yeah.
Even, regarding the EVM, I don't think Moonbeam is the competitor because, Polkadot smart contract ecosystem is too small to compete. And let's make that pie bigger together. And then maybe 2025, we can compete.
Yeah.
Yeah, competition is good. So I would like to have a lot of the WebAssembly smart contract chain and WebAssembly smart contract use cases so that we can, polish each other, polish together.
You guys have done amazing at growing your community. And you've been very busy lately growing the pie.
Yeah.
You've been becoming a little bit of a celebrity in Japan.
Yeah.
You've been talking with leaders, the Japanese government.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about how you got started here and then what kind of the overarching goal is?
I would like to make a legendary protocol. So our variation needed to be, let's say, top 10 or top 20. To do so, we needed to be backed by great narrative, right? Let's say backed by Binance, like Solana, Binance Smart Chain, right? Made by Vitalik or something like that. But I'm not Vitalik, I'm not Gavin. So the most strongest narrative we have is Japan. So backed by Japan.
Yeah.
And also this is, something no one can replace because I'm Japanese and Japanese founder. So Japanese government made Web3 as a national strategy in June this year. So a lot of the big entities, including like Toyota and Sony, would like to join the Web3 space. Right? But they have been working on Web 1 or even Web 2 or even before. So they don't know how to work on Web 3 clearly. But we have been working for Web 3 for more than 6 years right now. So we know how to do that. I would like to invite a lot of the great entities, great corporations into Web 3 ecosystem through Astar. Astar is sort of a symbol right now in Japan. We changed our HQ from Japan to Singapore because of tax and law.
I remember that story. Yeah.
There is a tax on unrealized gain in Japan.
Oh.
So if we have a Astar, if we issue Astar token in Japan, I have to, our company's tax is going to be more than 300 million US dollar next year. It's impossible, right?
Yeah.
Because of the tax on unrealized gain.
Yeah.
And we changed our HQ from Japan to Singapore, and Japanese government also realized that this is impossible. I mean, that this tax system is broken.
Yeah.
Particularly because of us. And then the funny thing is this is recognized as Sota Watanabe problem at the government.
No way.
Yeah.
No
funny.
way.
So I have to be legitimate.
Yeah.
Authentic.
It's interesting. Yeah. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
And Astar is, in this sense, Astar is contributing to the tax system and the law and Japanese government.
Right.
And a lot of the Japanese company and startup also know that. And this is the reason why they would like to work with us to push Web3 forward.
I thought like a couple years ago, besides the taxes, I thought Japanese was not a very crypto-friendly place. What's the experience been like speaking with these leaders?
Japan used to be crypto-friendly because, I don't know, 20 or 30% of the Bitcoin trading volume was in Japan.
Right.
Yeah, before, let's say, before Binance, I mean, before crypto hacks. The great thing is Japan completely lost in Web 2 era. So people are using Google, Meta, Twitter, Amazon, everything is American company. This is good for US, but this
Right.
is not good for the Japanese leaders. So they would like to make something. And Web3 is the next internet. So they finally realize that they have to use their human resource and money in Web3
Wow.
to grow their economy
Yeah.
itself. Yeah.
And I just saw, was it Fukushima that you brought on? What,
Oh,
what
yeah,
was that about?
we
How do you
are-
onboard a city? Or
Yeah, yeah,
what
yeah.
was
We
that?
have a partnership with two cities, Sendai City and also Fukuoka City.
Okay.
In Sendai and Fukuoka, the special national special zones,
Okay.
they have a power to push the Japanese government, and they proposed the new tax system and new law system to push Web3 forward. Yeah, I have talked with the mayor of the Fukushima, and he would like to push innovation from Fukuoka, the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And do you think Astar will ever move back to Japan?
Yeah, we are considering right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it is important for us to be backed by Japan.
Yeah. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think this looks like practically in the next, like, let's say 5 years?
Yeah.
You're backed by Japan. How does Japan deploy on Astar? What does that look like?
Yeah, in 2023, we would like to be recognized as the go-to-market chain for Japanese developer and the people who would like to enter the Japanese market. So this is really important. It's like Polygon in India is going to be Astar in Japan. This kind of like a narrative. But in the long run, it is bad to be recognized as Japanese chain because it is not, right? We have more than 40 people right now, and they're coming from 19 different countries right now.
Right.
Yeah, so we would like to make a global project. But to bootstrap our ecosystem, to bootstrap Astar itself in terms of the marketing, we're going to use Japanese market in 2023. So my personal goal in 2023 is to bring 4 biggest Japanese company into Astar Network ecosystem. And we already announced a partnership with NTT Docomo. And NTT is the 4th largest company in Japan.
Wow.
And the NTT Docomo is the child company. And 30% of the NTT is owned by the Japanese government. And the NTT Docomo has more than 50 billion revenue per year. And they're gonna invest 5 billion or 6 billion US dollar into Web3 for upcoming 5 years. So they have a lot of the budget.
Yeah.
And we announced a partnership with them. And we're gonna accelerate NTT Docomo's Web3 adoption together with Accenture. So this is big news. And together with them, we're gonna utilize Astar in Japan.
Yeah.
And Toyota, Sony, and the SoftBank, we are talking.
You're talking with all these
Yeah,
companies right
yeah.
now. So this is incredible. How have you had to grow and develop as a businessman, as a person, in order to take on these new challenges?
I'm a global entrepreneur, but I'm also a Japanese, right? So Japanese economy is shrinking right now.
Right.
Yeah, and we have a elderly society, right?
Yeah.
So it's been pretty sad to see a decrease of the
Yeah.
economy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something which I cannot control, but as an entrepreneur, it's pretty sad. So I think Web3 is the next narrative, and the reason why Japanese economy is shrinking is that we completely lost in the Web2 era. So Web3 is the next opportunity. So why not pushing them, right? And we need a star in a country. So this is part of the reason why we are saying a star. It's a star, right?
Yeah.
So we need a star. And, probably Masayoshi Son, like a CEO and chairman of the SoftBank, is the most famous Japanese entrepreneur in the world. But Son-san he is almost 70, right? So we don't have a star for 50 years right now. So we need someone. We need an entrepreneur who can do a global business and who can be recognized as a world leader from Japan. and I would like to be the one.
It's really great talking to you. I love the mission and I love the story. That's fantastic.
Yeah, but to be clear, I don't want to make Japanese chain.
No, right.
Yeah,
right.
we would like to make a global chain in our community, our company is really global.
Yeah, it is. Even your community is global.
Yeah, community is global. We have people in 19 different countries, every continent. So our community and team are fully global. But to bootstrap ecosystem and to make a narrative, we are using Japan, and we are used by Japan.
Yeah,
and we are using Japan too.
I understand. No, I think your North American community, as far as I can tell, is one of the strongest in the ecosystem. Actually, just kind of going out a bit here, I wanted to ask you about Shiden.
Oh yeah.
Its role in this mission, and how you're thinking about it lately. Because I know you guys kind of did a rebrand recently.
Shiden is getting DAO, becoming a DAO.
Yeah.
Stake Technology is the company behind Astar and Shiden, and our mission is to make DAO. Right now, let's say Amazon, let's say Microsoft or AWS. Without Amazon, AWS is not working, right? And then probably 50% of the website will be shut down if Amazon bankrupts, right?
Right.
So, but if Stake Technology is dead, Astar Network is working. Because this is the beauty of the blockchain. Blockchain is working without company. And this is what we would like to realize in, let's say, 4 years or 5 years, right? So we would like to make a DAO, and we're going to experiment DAO and how to work. I mean, governance system on Shiden first.
Okay,
and then we have to learn a lot from Shiden and reflect them on Astar.
Yeah.
So this is the first step to make a DAO.
Cool, I love it. Yeah, it's a great place to do. Governance is a lot of fun on Kusama in general, right?
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of the people are using DAO as an excuse of the lack of the execution. So people are saying we made a DAO, but project is not growing.
Yeah, right.
So this is just an excuse. So I don't wanna excuse. So we would like to make one of the strongest community, and we would like to make a lot of the WebAssembly use cases on Shiden first.
Cool.
And then Astar. Astar is more commercial chain that has bigger total value locked.
Yeah.
But Shiden does not have big total value locked.
No.
So anyone can experiment. If failure is okay, let's do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, outside of Astar and Shiden, are there any other projects you guys are working with, communicating with?
The problem right now is parachains are just satisfied with just opening the channel between each other.
Right. And
right.
Then,
So we open the channel with Moonbeam, Akara, Parallel. That's it. Basically, that's it.
Yeah.
Right. So we have to leverage XMP, and we have to make the great use case together. So bringing another asset from chain A to Astar is not enough.
No.
So we have to make dApps that can leverage XMP.
Yeah.
So right now, let's say if you would like to use our dApp with Akara token, you have to import MetaMask, and you have to transfer Akara token to Astar, and you have to go to the DeFi page and maybe lending or DEX, right? 3 steps. But in the long run, I would like to make it 1 step or 2 step. Go to the DeFi web page and just click so that Akara token can be transferred from Akara to Astar with just a click. Then user experience will be dramatically improved. And this is what we would like to do.
Cool, Sota. Well, it's been really nice talking to you. I wanted to just ask you one more question before we go, but because you're a young man, but you're also making,
I hope so.
Yeah, you're also making a huge impact, and you have a huge dream of what's possible with entrepreneurship. Do you have any advice you'd give to maybe somebody who's a teenager right now, they're in high school or anything, and they want to change the world with entrepreneurship? What's some advice you could give to them to get started and stick with it all the way through?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I think Web3 is a once in a life opportunity, and there are a lot of the potential. But the most important thing is the timing. So Astar became bigger because I joined Polkadot back in 2019. So a lot of the people would like to make NFT marketplace or issuing NFT once NFT became popular.
Right.
But real winner is making NFT marketplace before
Anybody
NFT
else.
became popular,
Right.
right? I saw early days of the OpenSea and early days of the Avalanche and also early days of the Axie Infinity. No one care about that, right?
Right.
When I talked with the Axie founders 5 years ago, I got the Axie, but I think this is useless. It was useless, but I was wrong, obviously, right? So, yeah, believing what you're working on and capture the best time. I think this is the important things for people who would like to start a company.
Awesome. Okay, well, Sota, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you very much, Jay.
And dude, thank you for everything you're doing for the entire ecosystem and also what you're doing for Japan.
Yeah.
We don't want to lose Japan, of course.
Yeah, but we are still early days.
Yeah.
So we have to win in 2023.
Okay.
The history shows us the best technology does not always win. Like a business development is needed, the marketing is needed. So I think 2023 is the most important year for the Polkadot to survive and flourish.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it together.
Well,
we are going to make it.
Okay, maybe with Sony, the Toyota, and the telecom company all on our side, that might help a little bit
That's
too.
my job.
Dude, thanks very much. And I hope
Thank
to
you very
talk
much,
to you
Jay.
soon.